the teacher training that will happen in November. So I'm just imagining there'll be some people in there who are brand new teachers or people who are wanting to teach,
Yes.
maybe have less than 1 year of experience in teaching. And then there's going to be also experienced teachers who
Yes.
are much more seasoned
Mm-hmm.
teachers who are kind of, yeah, I know how to teach alignment. Yeah, I know how to, do this pose or whatever. So like, I think maybe
Let me
they'll
comment on that, because it sounds like in the first moment, we could believe that's a difficult situation. Beginner teachers, experienced teachers. But in my experience, this works very well together, because in any case, I will build methodically with the work we do. That means for the beginners, they get taken step by step along. One of my highest values with the trainings I run is no one gets left behind. And I have various techniques about how I work with groups to make sure everyone gets taken along. Like if that's a finishing line over there, I get everybody over the finishing line.
Oh gosh, Barbara,
Okay.
I appreciate that so much. Really.
I don't want to leave anybody behind. I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, I didn't, that wasn't the right thing for me. I got lost somehow and too bad for me. No, that's my job. My job is to make sure everybody gets taken over the finishing line. Everybody gets, we're going to move together. So when I do that so methodically, for the experienced teachers, what they can do is they can relax a little bit, because this is maybe some parts not completely new, even though every teacher works differently, everything will be a little bit different, but they can just sort of lean back and just absorb a little bit more. They don't have to write everything down. They can absorb a little. And what they can do is observe how I am structuring and handling the day, the group, the curriculum, the content. How do I respond to questions? So they can observe a little bit also from, well, how did I teach the training? What's Barbara doing in this situation? The beginner teachers won't be doing that. Beginner teachers will be absorbing, quite a lot of the content will be new for them.
And the skill aspect, the techniques, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's plenty to do for everybody. And the beginner students tend to, because they're experienced people in the room, they get kind of drawn along with the experienced people. And the experienced people get to actually observe different aspects of the training, which is how I am actually, my teaching methodology, my techniques for working with a group of people and structuring a whole day. Because usually people learn how to teach a yoga class, but nobody teaches you how to teach a workshop, how to teach a training, how to lead a group of people through a training day. Is a different skill.
Well, so, okay, recently, a few days ago, we had our open class with you when you taught a bunch of people. And what I noticed was in the beginning of class, you set the intention for the class. Yeah. And it was crystal clear what your intention was, to not leave anybody behind, and also to make sure that everybody in the room, not that they would perfect the asana, but to gain this sense of confidence, like, yes, I can.
How to move towards it.
Yes. And at the end of the class, what I noticed was everybody, like you said, came to the finish line. And I saw many people with sparkles in their eyes. The question that came up for me was, okay, as an experienced teacher, yes, you may have the techniques down, you may know the methods of how to teach people how to do certain alignments and whatnot, but can you but there's a way that there's something that you're doing, Barbara, that is different, that makes everybody feel inclusive, that makes people feel good at the end of a practice. Yeah. And that's a teaching methodology that I think all teachers need to learn, know how to do it, and that is such a great asset that you have, that I think would be so valuable for Korean teachers.
So that has a lot to do with how I sequence my instructions.
Now, sequencing the asana.
Not the
versus
asanas, but my
sequencing
instructions.
Instruction. Okay, that's
Yes.
different.
That means, do I start talking about what direction the head is turned, or do I start talking about the action in the feet?
Uh-huh.
Do I emphasize the arm we're extending out, or do I emphasize the foot we're standing on as we extend the arm out? How do I link it? This is so, it's trying to create this with my wording and the way I link my instructions. I'm actually trying to create a sense for the student that their whole body is involved in this movement and transition into a, further development of the shape or the asana or the exercise. So it's about a whole body experience. And
then you're also including the theme of the class, which is
very often, yes,
which is not even about the body. It's about life, and it's about much more than the body.
So it's about pausing. Once I notice I've done a lot of technical instructions, and then I start feeling like an anatomy teacher or something. That's not what it's about. I don't want to teach the students anatomy. I want to give them and help them create an experience inside their body. I won't even say, did you notice my wording? I didn't say, I want to give them an experience. I want to support them that they create that experience for themselves.